All right, greetings to my fellow peace blunderers. How is everybody doing on this wonderful Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, Tuesday morning? Doesn't really matter wherever you are. Welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing tonight or today? Great. Mohammed is here. Nice to have you. How are you doing? How's your day been, my friend? Nick Sikulski. This nickname, maybe it's just a surname that is confusing me. This nickname looks vaguely familiar. Are you here for the first time, my friend? How are you doing? Where'd you come from? Why does this nickname sound so eerily familiar? It could be just a confusing thing. Hello there. Yes, so today is day 9 of our streamathon where we're trying to get my last name was a helicopter brand. I don't think I would necessarily associate something with a helicopter. I'm not really the biggest expert on helicopters. Okay, so fair enough. So welcome. Feel free to, sit down, lay back and relax. Because we just started. That means people will be coming in very, very shortly. We're just saying hi's and hellos and how are yous. Where do you come from, my friend? We've got Arsarth's Castle here as well. Welcome to the stream, my friendo. Also a new name. You're most welcome. Where do you come from as well? Do you play with 1000 ELOs? Yes, I play everyone. Mohammed here, who is a regular in the chat, will tell you. We'll confirm that basically. So we are on day 9 of our streamathon. We're trying to get to 50 concurrent viewers as quickly as we can. Sitting currently on 16 is our record, which is quite a way off. That is why I need every bit of help from you people. If you are enjoying the stream, which just started basically, then do please leave a like. Every like counts. It's absolutely massive. So yes. So, yeah, welcome. So, guys, how long have you been playing chess? What can you tell us about yourselves? We're just starting out. We're just warming up a little bit. I am perhaps not at my highest levels of energy tonight, and I haven't been for the last couple of days because I am playing in a FIDE-rated classical tournament, proper tournament, very big. Classical games, 90 minutes plus 30-second increment. I am basically just back from the game. Managed to grab some food for myself because I was really hungry and launched the stream at the earliest opportunity. So I've been playing about a year. 1150, that's a very respectable rating, my friend. Very respectable. So we're talking 1150 rapid blitz. A bullet maybe? Well, unlikely, but still, or FIDE, which is probably even more unlikely. Rapid, nice. As long as you're in, as long as you are enjoying it, that's the most important part. But 1150 is a very respectable rating. That is for certain. So, hi Cat Surfer, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. How's your day been? Gaurav is also back. Nice to see your people back. We're just started out. We haven't even touched the chessboard yet. We're just saying hi's. So yeah, how are you guys doing? How are you doing? I'm doing okay. Maybe a little bit tired because, just came back from the game. Which we will get to at some point in the stream. But yes. Yes, thank you for asking. Traveled to the capital and went on a boat ride around the islands. Ooh, that's very nice. I mean, the Scandinavian islands, yeah, I guess with the right weather, are a sight to behold. It's just that if the weather isn't right, and in Scandinavia sometimes it's very hard to get the weather right. If it's like all foggy and cloudy and rainy, maybe not the most enjoyable experience. But have you enjoyed it? I hope you have. I hope you have. So yes. It was fun. That's nice to see. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you got a bit of a break from your everyday life, from the routine, which is always nice, which is always greatly appreciated. Cool. All right. So currently we are sitting at 1932, which is probably much higher than like the point when I finished the stream yesterday. Because I played some games off stream, obviously. And, you know, I cheated in lots of them, and I won lots of them, so I managed to boost my rating before the stream. So I look better, and then I lose again, and etc, etc. Okay, so let's get some warm-up games in. We've got a 1936 from France. Oh, sacre bleu. Au revoir, merci. Okay, no, sorry for that. I apologize. I'm just spouting random French words that don't make any sense. My knowledge of French is very limited. If there is one major European language that I have very little grasp of, it's French. The rest of the major European languages will be slightly better. Okay. Do you know there's a ferry wheel with a sauna in Finland? Ferry wheel with a sauna. So like every booth is a mini sauna, or what's that? Like how does that function? So like every booth of the ferry wheel is a small sauna. Only one of them is a sauna. What? Okay. So we have like a bunch of normal booths and only one's a sauna. And you've got to pay like extra to get in it or something. That's fun. That sounds like fun. Yes, okay. Were you in one of them? I mean, in the one that is only one. Oh, nah, that's for the rich. That's for the rich and for the sophisticated, not for the simple common folks. No, never been on it. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame. I've got to be totally honest. I am, when it comes to water and everything that is connected with water, I'm very bad. I'm very bad. What I mean by that is, well, for one, I can't swim. No one ever taught me how to swim, and I never learned how to do it. You know, obviously, the whole life still ahead of me, I hope, unless I die tomorrow. Hopefully not. But yeah, never learned how to swim. I don't like saunas because I don't like hot temperatures. So I never can really enjoy saunas. Druff, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you back. So I never really enjoy saunas either because I can't stand the heat. And I don't know, like I said, can't swim. Too hot for me in a sauna. Just complete mismatch. Complete mismatch for me, to be perfectly honest. I am enjoying none of that. I guess I'm lucky in a way. Because I don't know, I was born in a landlocked country. So marine life is never really part of your life. Anyway, when you live in a landlocked country, so there you go. So there you go. Like if I lived in, say, Italy or Spain and I hated swimming, that would have been so much worse. That would have been so much worse. I am from Nepal. Yes, Agorov, I do remember that. I do remember that. You are from Nepal indeed. Okay, so got a pawn for me and wants to exchange queens. Ha ha ha! What a simpleton! It's also a landlocked country. That is also correct. Yes, yes. Because Nepal is literally sandwiched between everything. Like, and by everything, basically two countries, China and India. Why did you hang the pawn? I thought I had compensation, and maybe I do. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see about that. We shall see about that. How about I took my king away? A little bit. So as long as these are connected, so the queen can't really leave this rank, otherwise the rook is undefended. Unless, you know, king c1, so the king defends it, but it hangs the pawn. So the queen can only really move along here. And my opponent, even though a pawn up, it's not very easy to come up with a plan, I suppose. And I can understand that. I don't have a plan myself, to be honest. I'm just gonna be making moves. Let's play h5. Seems like somewhat reasonable. And when it attacks my pawn, I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure I like that. How about I do this? I do this. And this. Okay, fair enough. 30 seconds each. Just keeps pressing me. Fine. Oops, I blundered. I blundered that. Is there a way off for me, though? My queen is still protecting this. For what it's worth. I don't think there is a mate incoming unless I'm just stupid. How about we exchange queens and hope for the best? So we're gonna defend this. We're 3 points down, but with 18 seconds to go, it may not be the easiest conversion of all time. So let's see. They started playing quick, though. They started playing really quickly. So the king is going to come in, which is a shame. 15 seconds. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. In fact, what am I supposed to do now? It won't. Here. And then there's going to be queen promotes with check. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Jesus Christ. Blunders queen. That's a chance. That's a chance. Maybe it's a flag. Something. I don't know. 3 seconds. Jesus Christ. We screwed it up. We took a couple of pawns. And we just flagged them. What a dirty flag. What a dirty flag. I don't know. They hung the queen for no reason. Bloody oh. It was a bit of a messy there. Bit of a messy one. Yeah. Great first game. Good win. It wasn't a good win, guys. It was quite shite. But thank you. Nah, I mean, I'd say it's good. It's good for the points. It's good for the points. But yeah, it's not a good one. It's not a good one. Yeah, so the plan for the stream basically is I'm gonna get a couple more games, and then we are going to take a look at my tournament game. We're gonna have a deep analysis of round 4 that I played. Very instructive. You don't want to miss that. If you have time, you may want to stay around. And then after we're done with the analysis of the game, I'm gonna play you guys. And like for the regulars and for the new folks who are here, you know, I play everyone. You just challenge me. As long as it's like under 5 minutes, unrated game, like I play everyone. We're not selective. So yes. Yeah, and please feel free to like the stream. Feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to engage and interact with the chat. We're a very lovely community. We're trying to get to 50 viewers as quickly as we can, and we're trying to expand and you know, get bigger. We get more people, more fun. Playing chess with many people. So yes, exactly. Always ready to answer, you know, chess related or otherwise questions. Yes, so there you go. We've got a 1969 from Great Britain, which is very close to my actual birth year, 1969. Nice. 69. Nice indeed. Good stuff. Oh, that's really aggressive. Okay, I guess I go back. That's really aggressive, the setup. I do have 4 pawns there, which helps me defend, which is nice. Which is nice. Don't forget I have an extra 1. Although some of it may get disrupted. Some of it may get disrupted if the knight decides to sacrifice itself. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, now definitely it looks like it might happen. So how do we even try and maybe stop that if we can? I don't know. We can actually get a no. We can't get away with this. Knight takes check. Sorry. We cannot do that. So the problem is after knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, my king is kind of exposed. And defending it is a bit of an ass. I'm actually maybe gonna. Isn't it similar like the Caracan opening? No, I mean it's not. I wouldn't say that. I think you are inclined to think that because we have a pawn on c6 and on d5, but that's pretty much where the similarities end. So basically, we opened up the h file, maybe slightly to our advantage even, and I was a pawn up anyway, so it's equal material. And my king looks actually quite safe in this little box, so it's not too bad, is it? It's not too bad. Am I gonna regret taking here? I don't know. Did it just hang a pawn, or there was some idea? I may have something going on along the h file now. I think they just blundered it, to be honest. It doesn't look like. And most importantly, with this pawn gone, it's not even about the pawn. It's about the fact that maybe I can start jumping in here with my knight, for example, because with the pawn on h4, the square was unavailable to me. Well, it is available now, so it's very good for me, and I'm very happy about that. And like, these moves don't make any sense to me. I'll be totally honest. Maybe I wouldn't take this. Maybe I'm just gonna be, taking here. There is a disadvantage to taking and opening the file, but I'd like to believe it's just about okay for us. I'd like to believe it's just about okay for little old me. That's an interesting idea. So, for example, if knight takes, yeah, we can do this, for example. Bang. We got this little fork, king and rook, and of course the pawn can't say because the pawn is pinned. So we're gonna win a bit of material. I was afraid he would miss that. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am, cat? I mean that. Like, everyone knows that. Like when I play on streams, sometimes I play really suspiciously. But no. But not this time. But not this time. You saw that too. Congratulations. I mean, give yourself a pat on the head and a little unironic clap if you saw that. That's a good one. That's a good one. It looks like my opponent either just stalling, which isn't nice if they are, or thinking what to do with it. Yes. Yes. So yes, while we're waiting for our opponent to do something about, you see that bar going down and down and down and down. They just see. Nah, it's not very nice. I know it's just a couple of extra seconds of waiting, but when you want to resign, you just resign. You don't quit. All right, GG, GG. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, good one. Like, when does this ever happen? When do we win 2 games in a row at the beginning of the stream? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Anyway, so yeah, for that, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, and notification bell and all that stuff. New best win streak. Yeah, amazing, right? Jokes aside, I don't think I actually won 2 games in a row yesterday. I could be wrong. Haven't I played against a gentleman? No, I have not. Like, jokes aside, it's just okay. So we're transposing into the modern defense. Knight of 6 is the best move. Well, it's not the best move. In fact, I don't know. I blocks with bishop as well. This is a bit weird. It's not necessarily bad, but yeah. So this sets up an interesting setup. Huh. We'll see. The question is, do we want to take that bishop or wait for it to take our bishop? Nah, let's not do that. Let's play d4. Play d4. Yes. So we get a castle. So this pawn is gonna get lost, which is fine. It's not a big deal. Like, that is normal. That's as normal. It is a gambit opening. However, if I manage to get this pawn back, we're gonna be back on even terms. So Yeah, really hates my queen. Really hates my queen. So if queen c4, then here, let me think. Let me think. How about now is the time to think? I guess here. My bishop still defended, so I suppose that's okay. C6. I was not anticipating c6. Okay, fair enough. c6 kind of, this knight is a little bit trapped as it stands. Double attacks my pawn. Fine, I defended. It's not a big deal. I'm guessing knight d7, maybe at some point. Or what about, yeah, knight d7? You wanna piss off. This knight needs to piss off, honestly. And now let's try and untangle a little bit. Let's try and play queen f2. So this pawn is under potential threats maybe at some point. And now let's try and maybe make something happen. Okay, so retreat's not a big deal. We take that pawn. And that was the idea. We doubled up against that pawn. Hey, wait a minute. That's illegal. Can't do that. I mean, you can. Good. I hope I'm not missing anything stupid. We should be okay. Like, this knight I don't like. This knight needs to piss off. What? Did I just bribe someone on chess.com? What the hell is that? What? Why resigns? What's wrong? What? What? Maybe someone's like, I hope no one is having a heart attack. He got scared. Knight f6 in the position is okay. Like, literally, the engine is telling me. The engine is telling me that knight f6 in a position is all zeros. Never resign. Never resign, that's all I can say. Like, what the hell? What? What? Knight f6 and the position is literally equal. Maybe something happened. I don't want to presume anything. Maybe something happened. Sometimes, you know, you really need to go. Maybe a6 bet knight. Yes, that knight is a nightmare, right? Nah, I mean, you know, can go. This knight isn't bad. It literally is 2 moves away, just 2 moves away from being great. He knew he was going to win, did not want to ruin your... Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, well. Interesting. Well, it's, again, 3 points, closer to 2,000. Remember the good old times when I actually was 2,000? Like, I was 2001, like forever, because I never played Blitz. I got to 2000 and I stopped playing Blitz, and then when I started playing Blitz again, down we went, quite expectedly. And we are only just maybe coming back, maybe, but, you know, I wouldn't put it past me to lose like 10 in a row after this one, go back to square one. Alright, so the Polish, the idea of the Polish, as far as I'm aware, is to exchange these pawns, and it's actually supposed to be okay for us. Like as black. I hope I'm not wrong. Hope. Is this an actual opening? Yes, absolutely it is. Takes knight. I don't know. Let's review your today's game. I will, Gaurav, like, for sure, like, obviously I will. It's just that, you know, a bit later. Soon enough, but later. Okay. If my opponent stalled for one more move, there would be some tricks on taking on d4. I thought you was going for fool's mate. No, no, it doesn't go like this. Fool's mate would be 4. Tax my knight. Okay. It's you don't understand, Cat. It's some sort of weird version of fool's mate. So I've got tremendous pressure against this pawn, and this pawn is double attack. And I'm not seeing how every bit of those threats is handled. You can throw maybe f4 in, or f3, but I don't know. I don't like either of them. So my opponent went for the attack on my bishop. We have a bit of a dilemma here, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do? I don't want to spend too much time thinking on it, I'll be perfectly honest. Do we just take this? The knight takes. Or do we play bishop b? Let's play bishop b6. Probably it just about saves material for him. Shit. Horizontal blunders! Bloody horizontal blunders. Oh god. Horizontal blunders. I can't with the horizontal blunder. Okay, plan B. Plan B. I don't have any plan B. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Kirby, welcome to the stream. I mean, you do live in Blunderland. That is correct. I don't have a plan. I don't know what to do. I'm just pushing the a pawn because I can. That's my only explanation. There you go. Push that pawn. Push that pawn. Oh god. Nah. Okay. It was bound to happen at some point. Yeah. So that was a double attack on both my bishop. I guess. Okay. Anyway. Back to work. Back to work. Queen there. Yes, I guess it's a decent move. It's kind of funny how I joined the stream. Make a better plan, please. If only I could. If only I could. If only I could. But I can't do it. Because I'm an idiot. Queen h7, that'll teach him. That'll teach him. Queen h7, best move on the board. Without a shadow of a doubt. Let's just create the triangle of doom. I don't have to exchange queens, but g6 looks like a terrible move. g6 legit is shite. But, you know, you gotta... What's a threatening queen? From h7 it looks at a lot of stuff. What are you talking about? Okay. I think I'm gonna more likely just lose on time than anything else in this game. You guys don't get it. You guys don't play chess well. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to understand the idea behind Queen h7. The idea is amazing. We got some material back, yes, although I am undecided as to what is going to happen after f3. Well, not anymore. Doesn't matter. We are a minute down, so who cares? Go back. Always retreat. Always retreat here. My bishop is so amazing. I can't just. That's unbelievable. I mean, it's a terrible bishop offensively. No, I mean, no, I'm lying. Like, having a bit of pressure on this pawn chain is never bad. Like, this is like the best bishop ever. I wonder if they play something like Queen G7 check. Nah, a cheeky check. If you look at your statistics, your losses are probably 70% time out. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Kirby, by the way, Kirby Knife Man, by the way, before you joined the stream, I was on a win streak of 3. I was 3 out of 3. So, do I have to blame you for coming and ruining my win streak? Probably. So, wait until the lawsuit comes in, and then, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, deprive you of everything you have. How are you so calm with 2 seconds? I mean, I know this is a lost game. Why do I need to be spastic? I disturbed you with my high energy aura. Yes, kick him from the stream. Kick him, kick him, kick him. Is it a coincidence that Kirby and Kick start with the same letter K? Also, what starts with the same letter is the word kill. And also the word... I'm out of K words. Huh. Oh no. That's why I have a knife. Ah, knife isn't a K word because knife starts with an N. Knife starts with an N. Nice one. Like knife, knights, they all start with an N. So the knights, I guess. Yeah, I mean, no joke. No joke. Do you even know chess notation? If you want to say knight f6, if you want to write it down, what letter do you write? You do not write K, you write N. You write N, f6, you don't write K. Everyone knows knight starts with an N. Castrate, correct. Correct. Here in America, we are more than simple knives. We write H. I mean, you have, of course, your name, whatever the name is of the knight in your language, sure. Okay, so Turkey, Nimzovich, nice, nice. Turkey, Nimzovich, that is what we love. What is love? I don't know. I don't know what love is. Love is well, love is shit. Okay. D4. That'll teach him. D4 and bishop there. Knight is an R in Finnish. Okay, fair enough. I guess. Does it have? I mean, yeah. I know. I don't know anything about Finnish. I was about to make a theory as to what it might be, and then I realized that Finnish ain't anything like anything else. So yeah. So like I would assume, because in some languages knight is referred to as the runner, I may have assumed that, you know, maybe it has something to do with, you know, running. Ratsu, rider, okay, so not running then. Close enough. Close enough. My exam went like a bullet game for a question in 5 minutes for 3 long questions. Oh yeah, I'm sorry for forgetting to ask. It's very, you know, it's very inconsiderate of me. How was your exam? Because it was such a big thing for such a long time, and I completely forgot to ask. How was it? How was it? Okay, so we can play this. We can play this. We attack too much things, and the problem is if knight takes, bang. So I guess the rook has to take, and that's not very pleasant. It's like an average exam. Well, what classifies as an average exam? So none of those things. Ah, so that's a cheeky idea. So if knight takes with check, that I missed. I've got to be perfectly honest, that we missed. My opponent ain't that simple. What if he takes with the knight and you pre-moved? Take back. No, I mean that. What? That'd be stupid though. That, like, I wasn't, like, you have a good point, Cat, but I was not anticipating that. I'd be fuming if that was true, but I never thought that'd happen. Wasn't F3 just a trap? Do I take with the rook or do I create a pass? So that's a good point. I guess I'll still take with the rook. Like trapping the bishop with F3, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I can at least take here. Yes, we got a pawn. And, well, this doesn't work. This doesn't work because it just doesn't work. We still got the pawn. I guess Is that pretty soon after his tournament games ends? I don't know. What are you talking about, Max? Also, welcome to the stream. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Okay, so we do have an extra pawn, but the slight issue is with that pawn is that, you know, it's sort of double, then it's on the king side, so it's not very easy to move. We can force a trade of queens, which I think is going to happen now. And now we're going to try and basically make some use of our pawn. So all of this is unavailable to the king. And I don't know if I can convert this because the position is kind of on lockdown. I don't have to address it. Let's push forward. I don't have to address any of this. Yeah, so the okay, I need to be a bit careful here about the pawns and stuff. Takes, you know, simplify the position a little bit. Takes. And then b5 locks the position down. And now the question is, do we have, is it just a draw? Sometimes an extra pawn ain't just enough. Oh, now that was a mistake. That was a really bad mistake by my opponent. I don't know why they did it. This is not a draw anymore. This is not a draw anymore. I have a passed pawn that I'm going to push and I'm going to force him back. I don't know if I have the time to win it though. I'll do my best. I'm literally going to force them on the back rank as far back as I can. Oh, in fact, I don't have to do anything of that. Resigns. Yeah. So, like, they messed it up, kind of, sort of. Like this, very important endgame lesson. Very important endgame lesson. So, if these pawns are not on the board, this is a draw. Like, you remove these pawns out of the game, this is a drawn position. Like, I should not be... What happened is that my opponent screwed up. They should not be allowing me to promote this pawn. This is a draw. The reason why this position is not a draw is very simple. You play this position as if you have nothing going on here, and you play this position basically, you know, like normal king-pawn versus king. So you start pushing everything forward, etc, etc. And essentially, isn't this winning for white? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So, like, without the pawns on the board, that's what I was saying. This position is a draw, but because these pawns exist, it's not a draw. Because we basically force the king back. Where the opponent screwed up is this position. This is the incorrect move. So this loses even more so because instead of playing king f8, they should play king g8. So that if I play king f8, king f6, sorry, they do the opposition. Right? And like I said, these pawns don't exist. This is a draw. This is a draw. But my opponent kind of, you know, screwed it up a little bit. It doesn't really matter. They played instantly king f8, and now this pawn can promote by itself. I don't even need any of that. If they played this position correctly, so like king here, king here, king here, I push this, and then when this pawn is basically at its maximum strength on the 7th rank, putting the king down, I can now, don't play king g6 by the way, because this is stalemate. Now we can go and munch on these pawns, right? We forced the king as far back as we could, and now king takes, but this, like, all of this is hopeless. Septagonation, yes. Why do all of your recent streams start at the same time? This is just how it happened. It's just how it happened. I came back relatively quickly from that game. Dan is the type of person to play king g6. Hey! Nice, nice, nice. Unfortunately, Dan is not here, I don't think. But yes, yes, yes. Also, don't forget to like the stream. Not gonna lie, is it just me, or has he gotten more confident all of a sudden? He seems way less confident in day one. You're talking about me and being confident. I mean, yesterday you thought I won the game that I actually didn't win. You know, yes, you. I don't remember who said it. Was it Muhammad who said, or somebody else, or Zuhair said, I can tell by his face that he won his game today, but I didn't. I drew. It's just that, you know, I was just generally quite cheerful. So just because I am cheerful and I am not, that was me. Yeah. So you guessed wrong. You guessed wrong. You guessed wrong. And somebody else. Yeah. Yes. All right, people. I guess let's look at the game, shall we? Let's look at the game. So, round 4. Round 4. What brand of water is that? It's just a local Polish brand which will, like, you know, tell nothing to you. Exclam won today. Who was it said? Was it Mohammed? Hi Shastan, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? No, it's Mohammed, the one who's like Vanna Shovel. That's Mohammed. Oh yes. Did you know that Mohammed is the most common name on planet Earth statistically? Unless the statistics is wrong. Which I hope it's not, otherwise that's just a you know, untrue fact. But Muhammad is the most common name on planet Earth, and it's, you know, very easy to see why. But Muhammad has like lots of spellings, right? Like a crap ton of spellings. It depends on what country you come from, right? So it could be with 2 M's, with 1 M, I guess, with A, with E. So it's just a lot of spellings depending on, you know, where you come from. I know a Muhammad. Yeah, like literally everyone knows a Muhammad. Even in countries it fluctuates. So yes, round 4. Let's take a look at the game that I played today. And, you know, don't you tell me that you think I won because of my happy face. So I played as white. Let me just load the game. You won. Maybe I did, maybe I did. So I played as white, and those of you who are in Discord, I launched a poll. I asked people whether they think I can win this game. I played against an 1100 kid who is 14, and it's a must-win game. Like, yesterday was a must-win game and I drew and I lost a bazillion points. If I draw or lose this one, I am just in literal shock, in septic shock. They should call an ambulance. So I play as white and I have no idea what defense the guy plays against because I didn't see any games, I couldn't find any. So I'm just playing e4 and hoping for the best. And remember in round 2 when I said that, you know, I was preparing for the Smith Mora and he played a Pierce and he thought for like 5 minutes at his first move and he played the Pierce and I was frustrated. Well, this time we got what we wanted. This time we got the thing. We got the thing. Welcome to my personal hell. And I am your devil. So c5 and naturally d4. Take c3. And this is where, this is the moment where, you know, the opponent, you know, thought for quite some time. I would want to say 5 minutes again. And this is the moment where, as a Smith Mora player, my butt cheeks clench as well. You know, it doesn't matter if I play in a serious tournament or just in a casual blitz game. Just, I so want them to take, and so that I have a cool game. I don't want any of that like shit. I don't want like none of that bullcrap. I want them to take. I don't want them to not take. And you know, I'm sitting there like take, and what happens in the end? Doesn't take. Plays d5, and I'm like shit. But there is a but. d5 actually I don't mind. d5 is not. Okay, I'm changing my mind. I think you drew at most. Okay, we'll see. So essentially, d5 I don't mind. It's not as annoying as, let's say, e5 or something else, or d3. So d5 is just that if black isn't careful, black could be in lots of trouble. And I will show you how that may transpire. So the move is to take. Obviously, if you don't take, then what are you doing? This is just awful. And queen takes. And when c takes d happens, the material is equal, so the gambit did not take place. But as you can see, it kind of resembles a quasi-Scandinavian, right? Kind of, a little bit. Because the e pawn is gone, exchanged for the d pawn, and the queen is in the center about to get harassed by knight c3. So it's like a quasi-Scandinavian. And after knight c6, which is very natural, I think a lot of you guys would play knight c6, me probably myself, if I ever played this position as black. Very natural, you know, try to pressure the pawn, knight f3. This is where black needs to be very careful. This position is like slightly better for white, pretty much equal, maybe slightly better for white. The engine will tell you it's like plus 0.3. And the move for black to play to more or less stay at that level, to stay in the game as tightly as possible, is to, you know, counter threat with e5, which makes a lot of sense. You know, you put extra pressure on that pawn, you open the bishop up to do stuff, etc., etc. Right? Makes a lot of sense. However, you could argue that a move such as bishop g4 is also quite instinctive. You could say, well, okay, so e5, e6, I could play, maybe, but I want to get the bishop out first. What's the problem? It pins the knights, that defends that pawn. Seems like a natural thing to do. Bishop g4 is far from the most optimal move in this position, albeit quite natural. I think a lot of players that are closer to beginner to intermediate range, less experienced, they would most of them would play bishop g4 in a heartbeat, because they see knight f3 and pinning the knights is always something very, very instinctive. Did you hang the queen there? Just wait, cat, wait a second. So now with bishop g4, black has a problem. Black has a problem. The position is no longer equal. White is actually better. White is probably about 0.6, 0.7. And it's not even the worst of black's problems. The worst of black's problems is that after knight c3, which seems like a very competent move, you know, just kicking the queen, black has only one move to stay in the game. Just one. Only one. All the others suck. They're terrible, right? And this is exactly why I don't mind d5, and I quite like this transposition, is that if this position takes place with bishop g4, black needs to be so careful, because I would like you to know, have your guesses. If you don't follow the game with an engine, if you're just, you know, watching the analysis as is, I would like to challenge you and find the only move that black has to make to stay in the game. All the other moves are just really bad. Really bad. So yes, I encourage you to find the only move for black. Knight f6. Oh well, knight f6 I'm afraid hangs the queen. e5 also hangs the queen, Muhammad. Queen e6. Best move, knight f6 for real. Guys, what are you, drunk? Bishop takes knight. I got some very suspicious ideas. Knight f6. Did you forget the queen was attacked? Bishop takes. Kirby thinks, so like Cat says queen e6. So we've got, so from the moves, queen takes, d4, free pawn because of pin. Knights are trickier than queens anyway. Wait a minute, bishop takes f3, knight takes the bishop, and you blunder. Okay, so we've had some votes from like Nick and Mohammed and Kirby for bishop takes. Cat Surfer was suggesting queen e6. Kirby is now also suggesting. Shaston is also suggesting queen e6 check. Kirby says queen d8, queen a5 as well. Kirby's suggesting tons of moves. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna, linger any longer. So, the only move for black to stay in the game, like I said, the rest are absolutely horrendous, is bishop takes. And the sequence that is the most sensible for both sides is the following. So we take the queen, and black takes queen, and then knight checks, forks everything. King d7 or d8. I think king d7 maybe. I don't know if there is a difference. I'll be totally honest. Let's assume king d7, and then knight takes. Knight takes, and here also black needs to be very careful as well. If you think that this isn't convoluted enough, black is in another spot of bother. Even if black finds like bishop takes and all of that sequence, after knight takes, there is just, again, the only move that black has to stay in the game. All the others, again, suck. Bishop a4 would be amazing. So what move would you play now as black? Like this is exactly the problem with this position, starting from here, from black's point, when bishop g4 is played. Not only is this position better for white no matter what black does, it's also at multiple points black is the only move to stay in the game. So like bishop takes, launching the mad sequence. Well, it's not mad, to be honest, it's like normal. But here also, literally the only move to stay in the game for black again. And this is where I put the question to you, which one? Bishop takes e1. Bishop takes king on e1. Nice. Bishop takes king. Best ever. Storm, welcome back. How you doing, my friend? If you so wish, I can flip it to black's perspective, if it makes it any easier. Nick says bishop g4. So, if you count your material correctly, my ladies and gentlemen, at the moment, white is 2 points in material up. White is up in exchange. The problem that white has is that the knight is slightly trapped, and whether white is going to be winning or not depends on how the material situation plays out after this. So bishop g4, bishop h5, I see. Again, the only move for black to have any hope at the game. Bishop h5 to avoid getting hit around with pawns, and not bishop c2 so the knight can threaten to go after d5. Yeah, Max is actually spot on about everything. Yeah, so the correct move is bishop h5. The only move. The only move, literally. The only move. Because that was a perfect timing. Bishop h5 is the only move because, well, it's not that simple, but Max put it brilliantly. So if you play bishop g4, for example, which was suggested by some people, the bishop starts getting hit by the pawns relentlessly. So like f3, for example, and then let's say, I don't know, let's say now bishop h5, right? Let's say now bishop h5. The problem is now we can play d5, questioning that knight's positioning. And, the knight has to move somewhere. Maybe knight wants to move to... I don't know where the knight was supposed to move, but I don't know. d4. And now we can... Shreyan, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome back. And now we actually can save the knight. Something like this, right? And all of this... Jesus, this is so convoluted. This is so terribly convoluted. So takes, and then bishop check. So in the end, we save the knight, and we take that knight as well. Oh, this is, by the way, mate at 7, so that no. So, I'm sorry, this is too much, perhaps. But at the end of the day, so the difference is, you may ask, well, what if we play bishop g5 outright? Like, what is the difference? The difference is the following. We play d5 still, knight d4. But now we don't have, I think the difference is we don't have the f2 square for the king. And why not, why knight d4 instead of knight b4? I think knight b4 is also working. I don't see any difference. I don't see any difference. Yeah. So yeah, that's a bit of a crazy line. A bit more there than I could chew. Because bishop b3 is stopped. Yeah, so it's a crazy position, and funnily enough, it's just like none of that happened. So I was just going through theoreticals. So bishop takes f3 is the only move. That was the initial point, and this move did not take place. This move did not take place. I think what happened to my opponent was very similar to happened to me in game that I played in round 2. The game the game went wrong very early, and like it barely even began. So after this, played queen d7. Queen d7. Can you find a problem with queen d7? Like I know, like I'm sitting at the board, I see queen d7, I know I'm winning. And I'm like, okay, nice. Nicholas, I didn't know you were here. Welcome back to the stream. d5, Nicholas says. Bishop b5. So we got some, so we got d5, bishop b5. Just tuned in. d5, knight moves, bishop b5. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea, Nicholas. You are spot on. Bishop b5 doesn't work, Max. I'm surprised that you don't see that. Like a6 and, you know, b5 and that's it, right? But that doesn't happen if we play d5, which I obviously did play d5. And, you know, oopsies. The knight has to move if it wants, like, it doesn't have to move. But if the knight moves, then, you know, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. So if the knight moves, you know, it's really bad. We can play bishop b5 and pin the queen, for example. Yeah. So, and this is literally very early on in the game. This is move 8. And my opponent was playing relatively quickly up to that. The longest that the opponent took was when he was thinking whether to take the pawn on c3 or not, to accept the gambit or not. Queen d7 was played suspiciously quickly. And, you know, I wouldn't like to be in his seat now. Because, you know, yeah. After d5 was played, now he started thinking. But unfortunately, it's a little bit too late. So I guess you don't want to move your knight and get the queen pinned. So he didn't move the knight. He just accepted, like, the knight is going to be lost. So queen c7. And, you know, it's okay. So what you need to understand about every single one of black's moves from here on out is that black is lost anyway already. And some of the moves, even the best ones, are going to suck. And this is where I want to ask you another question. So you have this position with queen c7, and I want you to be also realistic about it. I want you to be in my seat for a second, as possible, like as much as you can imagine it, or like you don't even have to put yourself in my place. Put yourself in your place. Imagine you're playing a tournament against a much lower rated player, and you have this position, so you know you're winning, you're confident, but you still need to like get the job done. So, do you take the knight right now? Or do you not take the knight right now? You play knight b5. Which one do you do? Both moves are winning. Both moves are winning. Pawn takes knight and knight b5. Both moves are winning. Of course, you need to calculate to make sure that knight b5 doesn't lose like any pressure. But both moves are winning. Both moves are equally winning. In fact, I'm looking at the engine right now. Knight b5 is plus 2.68 and takes knight plus 2.64. So literally couldn't be more equal, those two moves. So which one do you play? Do you just, you know, take this safe-ish route, I guess, or do you push it further with knight b5? Like I said, these both moves are equally winning. It's just I'm curious about your approach. Yeah, well, your mindset. Mohammed's take. I don't mind either move. Like I said, equally winning. I would take, Nick says. Knight b5, Zuhai says. Zuhai, welcome back. Like, I was thinking for about 10 minutes here. Like, legit, for 10 minutes. Because I really wanted to play knight b5. Like, I really wanted to play it. I didn't want to take the knight immediately. I wanted to play knight b5. The only thing I needed to make sure, you need to understand, that, you know, it's easy to sit there looking at your screen, but when you're sitting there at a tournament where you're playing in a must-win game, and you're actually winning, you don't want to lose that winning advantage. So, like, I don't want it to, like, slip. I don't want this knight to get away somehow through a series of tricks and checks. So, before I play knight b5, I need to make sure that every, like, queen check doesn't work, doesn't allow the knights to, at some point, you know, let loose. So, I check all of that, and it's all fine. And in the end, I play knight b5. And it's like, you know, queen, this, for example, you know, I just, you know, I can block with the bishop. And blocking with the knight does not work. For more reasons than one. You may say, well, I saved my knight, but then a3 and then it's not that great. Also, you don't even have to play a3. There are even more interesting moves like rook c1, threatening this fork, so like lots of threats. And this is what I needed to all calculate like before I play knight b5. So he played queen d7, which is, again, is just like a bit of a tame move. And more interesting, more complicated, I guess. And yeah, okay, so Max, literally to contrast what you just said, after queen d7 was played here, I took. I was like, fine. Because the difference is between... That's a lot of arrows. The difference is between taking now and taking a move later is that, you know, I moved my knight to b5 for free, essentially. And black's queen is now on d7, which is an inferior square. After pawn takes, you know, the queens are looking at each other and I'm threatening to exchange them. However, funnily enough, I was looking at it briefly, but I just honestly did not have the balls to play it. A move that is equally as good as takes, again, just like with knight b5, is bishop f4. So, yeah, bishop f4. Also equally winning, just like takes, for the reasons I'm showing you right now. But I briefly considered it, but at that point I'm like, no, I played knight b5, that's enough for me. I'm gonna say peace, thank you very much, finally. So queen takes, and it's actually the inferior choice. Surprisingly enough, the engine just says exchange queens right now. Exchange queens right now and castle long, and so like you castle with tempo and the king and my king can't castle, so yeah. Literally the best move is to exchange queens when you're material down, to get maybe at least some initiative back. But no, the opponent took with my queen, took with the queen, and I had a couple of choices here. I thought maybe bishop b3, I thought queen b3, like all are fine, literally. All are fine. I settled for the one that the engine doesn't like that much, doesn't think it's too accurate, but I thought it had a good idea behind it. Chess is my favorite alongside football, you meant to say. Soccer. Who calls it soccer? Only Americans. Welcome, by the way, my friend. What state do you come from? Believe it or not. I do believe it. I do believe it. And it's good to know. Good to know. So, in this position, I played a move that is not particularly accurate. Like, I'm still winning, don't get me wrong. But I thought I had a good idea behind it. I played knight b to d4. And the idea was, you know, I had the queen, and I support my knight, right? And I enable bishop to go check on b5 if I so wish. Ew, I'm American and I don't call that soccer. You see, Nick. Nick knows his stuff. Okay, I'm only joking. You can call it soccer if you want, but you know, football is football. Come on. So I hope you see the idea. Like, the only thing I was checking obviously is this check, but I thought, whatever, I'm just gonna block with a bishop and it's all fine. Yeah, I still have this. Don't call it soccer. I never call it soccer. I call it football. I'll start a war in the comments. No, please, no. No, we don't need a war. I was gonna say, Muhammad. Oh no, Muhammad. What have you done? What have you done? Like, actually, the engine says this is still winning for white. The position is that bad. I mean, like, takes. Oh, sorry. Takes and then check, and then like we take. Yeah, this is still winning. Okay, it's a great position. Yeah, believe it or not, you just joined us. We are looking at the game that I played in a tournament today, like in a proper classical tournament, 90 minutes with a 30-second increment, serious stuff. So we're just looking at the game, we are analyzing, having fun. But you know, after the game, after the analysis of the game, I'm going to play viewers. So we're going to wrap up quite soon. If you want to play me, that's the best time to do it. So, and please, you know, let me know where you come from. Like, what state you come from, how long have you been playing chess, etc, etc. So I played this. And instead of queen e4 check that I was calculating, and I concluded like this is all fine. Was not played queen e4 check. Queen c7, which kind of confused me. I did not understand it. Like, like I couldn't understand it. I'll be perfectly honest. Like, queen e4 check is the best attempt. It sucks, but it's the best you got. Can I play you first? I think no one else is in the queue. So yeah, if you guys want to play me, this is when you start typing in your messages that you wanna play me, so we can start forming a queue. Muhammad is already in first. So queen c7 I don't get, but who cares? I played bishop b5 check that I wanted to play. That's why I played knight b to d4, and then bishop comes back to block. And the engine says, you know, take and then queen 6 and then play knight e5, and like this is really bad. I honestly didn't consider it. It has been 7 years. I am from New York. Nice. 7 years is a lot of time, longer than I live. So yeah, impressive. Did you count like breaks? Did you have any breaks? Like extensive breaks? I never really considered that move. Probably I should have, but at that point I just wanted to be like very, very safe. I think I can be forgiven for that. I just castle. You know, I put my king away. I'm playing up a piece. I don't need any trouble. So I castled, and then knight f6, which is, you know, the best move, supporting this bishop a little bit. Didn't you say you're 104 years old? My age changes depending on my mood. So today I feel like 5. Yeah. Knight f6. And yeah, bishop e3, very like that very normal move. I want to play rook c1, just developing pieces, and e6. The game is just, you know, and my opponent desperately wants to castle, and I'm like, I don't want you to castle. So rook c1, attacking the queen, queen d8, and I play knight e5, just putting like more and more pressure on that bishop. Don't forget, bishop can always take if it wants, but you know, the bishop is defended, so that's okay. Knight e5, bishop e7. This is where I take. Knight takes, of course, and I just play knight f3. And I just stopped him from castling, because, you know, if castles, then the knight becomes a free piece, because the king is now away from defending. And that was the initial idea of like all of this. Knight e5, you know, exchange, and then move the knight back to knight f3. And again, like I'm up a piece, can't castle. This position is just horrible. a6, and you know, after a6, oh, fine, sure, whatever. Takes. And a very instinctive, I think all of you guys would play it. The most obvious move in the world. Just develop your other rook with tempo and occupy both open files with rook after d1 check. And, you know, 2 legal moves only. You can go king e8, you can block with the bishop, but, you know, they both kind of suck, it doesn't matter. King e8 is actually better than blocking with the bishop. And now a very simple rook c7, and you know, I'm attacking that pawn. If I'm not stopped, rook d7 comes in, I double up on the 7th rank, and I literally destroy everything. And yes, I would have played knight e5. Nah, come on, you should develop your other rook with check. Why not? And this is where my opponent thought for like about 5 minutes, and this is where my opponent resigned. And yeah, it's completely understandable. It's completely understandable. This game was finished the moment queen d7 was played on move 7, and the rest of the game was just, you know, me winning. Not always accurately, but at the end of the day, just I played solid moves, and I don't have a problem with that. And it was like after queen d7, it was very easy to win. Did you win? I literally said to that my opponent resigned after rook c7. Because literally there aren't any good moves. Literally not any good moves. The only way to stop me from coming to d7 with my other rook is to play this. And then I just take the rook, and whichever takes, I start gobbling up material on the 7th rank, and my opponent's already down a piece. So yes, decided not to play on, and I completely understand that. But I was happy. You know, a win is a win. You can only beat what's in front of you. So yes, we won. Hi Flash, welcome back to the stream, my friend. Mohammed, I see you in challenge. Just keep it on. Keep it on. What is a tempo? How was your tournament? I won. We were just looking at the game. You can watch the VOD after we're done with the stream to see the game analysis. We just finished analyzing the game. Which wasn't very long, to be honest. How'd you get in line to play again? You know, just you just did, basically, Nick. You just did. You'll be playing second after Muhammad. Just let me just challenge me. Find me on chess.com and challenge me. Did you gain 3 or 4 racing points? Let's actually check. Tempo means speed in Italian. Tempo means, Zuhaya, basically, when you do something with tempo in chess, that means you're making a move that you want to make, and you're making an opponent make a move that they don't want to make, right? So when I say that I move this rook with check with tempo, that means I develop my rook, and at the same time my opponent cannot reply with an active move themselves. They can only reply by a passive move themselves, that is, you know, a king e8 or bishop blocks, right? So there you go. Can I challenge you after this? Yes. So basically our queue as it stands consists of 3 people: Mohammed, Nick, and Flash. Yeah, I mean, I hope I just explained it, and Max is explaining it in the chat as well. Good sport, good sport. This is what moving with tempo means, essentially. Essentially, yes. So actually, some of the games are apparently still going on in the tournament. Not all of them are finished. Can I still check? I can't check how many racing points I gained. I can't check, it's not displaying. It will only do that once the round is over. How long have you played chess for? 76 years? Mate, I'm fine. Like, your stream has 190 views, but you didn't get 50 viewers. It's like, it combines all the views, all the people coming in, right? We're talking 50 concurrent viewers at the same time. 90 plus 30 is like 3 hours at most. No, it can go on like up to 5 hours. Like, I literally had a 90 plus 30 game, which lasted like almost 5 hours. Do you gain time? No, even without the time. No, even without the additional 30 minutes. You can just play a very nasty endgame. So yeah. I literally just checked. The games are still going on, even like 4 hours after. Turns out I'm very bad at math. 4 hours at most. That's okay. That's it. Never mind. I don't understand how you get 5 hours. If you just play an endgame that is endlessly long, you can. You can, trust me. Why would I lie to you? Okay, so let's start. Let's start with Mohammed. And Nick, is that you, Skynick? How long was your end game? I don't remember. It was like, oh, it was that nasty one. I do remember now. It was the game that I actually won, but it was the nastiest bloody winning endgame of all time. It was king and knight versus king and rook, and 2 pawns on the same side, both connected symmetrical structure. So the knight was very good at defending the pawns in conjunction with the king, and I for the longest time couldn't infiltrate with a rook and make it count. And it took me a very long time to break this stuff down. It was horrible. I did in the end, but it was horrible. At some point I was like literally thinking I cannot win. And it was horrible. I'm like, literally, I'm an exchange up. Come on, I gotta win this. So yeah. Oh, that was a horrible game. All is well that ends well, doesn't it? Yeah. Is king and rook versus king and knight with rook? I mean, without the pawns, it's a draw. But like I said, if you were listening, we both had 2 pawns, like symmetrically on the same side, connected pawns, right? So it was all very blocked. It was all very congested and compact. So the knight was always defending very, very well because it's all close range. And my rook almost didn't count for anything. This is a draw. This is a draw. You can't win. You can't win. So like, rook and king cannot win against like king and bishop or king and knight unless someone just blunders a skewer. You can't mate. Without the pawns, you need the pawn. You can't mate otherwise. I had a game 2 years ago in a tournament where I literally had I had king and rook versus no, sorry. I had king, rook, and bishop. I had a legit tournament game 2 years ago. King, rook, and bishop I had versus king, rook. And it's a draw. I can't win. It's just unwinnable. You can't mate. So we agreed to a draw because it's impossible. It's technically possible if your opponent is silly, but my opponent wasn't. All right. Okay. See the time. Yeah, I know. Luckily, well, not luckily, because you will start saying, what do you say about the increment now? I don't like playing with increment, but for the purposes of my storytelling, luckily, this game has increment, so yeah. Yeah. Blunders horribly. I guess I need to save the rook. Screw it. Yeah. No, let's castle. Who needs a rook? I would rather castle than have a rook. How about that? I think castling is the most important thing in the world. Bishop takes. Oh my God, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Two minutes down and rook down. Solid. The most important thing is that we have faith. Yeah. So it's a funny little game, funny little situation. No. No, Mama, no, what have you done? What has he done to himself? You're losing against the 3-4-4. Come on. Chess is a game where anyone can lose to anyone. I don't think that's even a debate. I don't think that's even a debate. Anyone can lose against anyone. Oh, didn't see that he could take my knight. Okay. I was planning for an exchange, but all I got was much more. Now winning. Yeah, last time I checked I was winning. Yeah. Now I probably am. Safe. Okay. This is all fine. Let's see, so what's the best way to approach this? I could go like the easy way or the hard way. Go the easy way. It's my way or the highway. I'm too lazy to like mate with queen and bishop and king. I'll just make another one. That's it. I'll just make another one. Yeah, so the increment in this specific game helped me massively because, you know, otherwise I'd be losing on time. But, you know, we even gained some time, so that's okay. It's nice. It's nice. That's nice. Hey, you're not allowed to do that. Why are you going there? You can't be doing that. Never challenge exclam to increment. Muhammad offers a draw. No. You gotta deserve it first. Yeah, good game. Well, you'll be disappointed, of course. I don't want to disrespect Muhammad. This is in no way to disrespect Muhammad. I don't mean it, but like, I know that I'm still probably going to win even down a rock because I expect Muhammad to make a mistake. Make mistakes he did. I messed up so bad. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Okay, Nick, you're up next. And I see also challenge from Flash. Is it you, Botnet? Sorry, Botsin. Is it you, Flash? Ah, tricked you. You thought I wasn't playing the panel. Lesson learned. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, challenging me to a game with increment was your downfall in the end. But at the same time, if it wasn't a game with increment, I wouldn't be talking so much. So, yes. Boats in FF. Okay. I wouldn't be talking so much. Also, guys, this is a reminder to like the stream if you have been enjoying our game analysis and games in general and the interactions and such and such. Please do like the stream. Every like counts. We've been getting some nice little supports on our streams, which is like really nice. I appreciate that. Every like makes our aim of 50 viewers closer and closer and closer. May stream dislike. Oh, it's gonna be a second stream in a row you're gonna dislike. Come on. And yeah, I really you cannot understand when you are like as small as I am. You cannot understand how much every bit of support makes a difference. It's not even about likes, but about when people appreciate your work, say some stuff. That's always something that makes your day. It's a Free Fire game context name. Okay. Sorry, I never heard of that. Alright. Castle. I would normally play Bishop b5 and just take this knight. I'm not doing it this time though. When you in the Panov, right? If you guys care enough, because if you don't play the Karo-Kan, this knowledge isn't exactly tailored to what you play. But it's a good general piece of knowledge, I think. So even if you don't play the Karo-Kan, you will benefit from it. So whenever, like, some of you guys may be afraid to exchange a bishop for a knight for no reason because you like your bishop pair, and I do like my bishop pair myself, right? But especially if it's a good bishop, like this bishop is nominally bad and this bishop is nominally good because this bishop is surrounded by its pawns and this bishop isn't. But in Karo-Kan Panov positions, when I play c5, when I get to play c5, I have the de facto 3-2 pawn majority on the queen side. You see that? Because these pawns are irrelevant anymore. Like, all of this is completely irrelevant. If you're looking at this part of the board, I have 3 pawns and my opponent has 2, which I'm going to start pushing. The problem is, this knight is very good at defending the queen side. So a lot of the time you want to just play bishop b5 and you want to take that stupid knight. So that the knight isn't that good anymore because it's gone. And it's easier to push the 3-pawn advantage forward in that way. So you're getting the space advantage, you're getting the strategical advantage, you're getting closer to maybe promoting or just creating an attack. But of course you are conceding a bishop pair, you don't have it anymore. But yeah. So in a lot of games I would play bishop b5 and take here when c5 is already in. This game I didn't do that though. This game I didn't. How are you so casual playing a rook down? I mean, if I were a rook down against my peer, like, or in a serious tournament, God forbid, I would lose my shit. Hi Citrus, welcome to the stream, my friend. I'm not sure I recognize your nickname. Where did you come from, my friend? And how did you find us? So yeah, it's not like I'm casual by default, but yeah. Like citrus fruits. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like oranges and tangerines and grapefruits and stuff. Yeah, I get it. I get the gist. Okay, so that's not a bad move, actually. Not a bad move. I just searched up Chess Live and you found us. Nice. We are on day 9 of a streamathon. We're streaming every day. We're trying to get to 50 concurrent viewers, and our current record, as you can see on your screen, is 16. So quite a way off, but we're getting there closer and closer with every stream. We're a very friendly community. We're playing each other without any exception, pretty much. Without any exception, I'm literally playing one of the viewers right now. So yes, do you play chess yourself, and what country do you come from? Okay, so queen there. Well, at the very least, it belongs to the bishop. I'm just thinking whether there are any tricks. Like, for example, if takes, I can't take back. You made an exception yesterday. Yesterday I was really tired. And yesterday chess.com failed all of us. So, yeah. Can't really call it an exception. Still wouldn't get under my skin. You come from the Philippines. Nice, nice, nice. Manila or any other place? We do have a bunch of people from the Philippines in our community. You know, ELO went 900 points down in a month? Wow. Playing both chess and Valorant at the same time. Lesson learned, never play Valorant. Do people even play Valorant these days? Is this like still a game that is popular? I wouldn't be surprised if it's like still getting thousands of views on Twitch and stuff. And yeah, Citrus, don't bother about your ELO, literally. There's plenty of Filipino players. I can imagine. I can imagine. There's plenty of people like who play all kinds of stuff. All right. I don't know. Play bishop here. Bishop b5 declined. Ah, you wanted me to play bishop b5 there? That probably traps the queen a bit better. Who cares? Thank you for welcoming me, Vanish. Vanish, you meant. Yes, I mean, yeah. Like I said, Muhammad is around that level, and I'm literally playing another viewer who is, as you can see, 640. So you're not alone, my friend. And you know, rating is only a number. The most important thing is that you enjoy it. Is that you enjoy playing the game? Is that you enjoy interacting with other chess players? I think that's the most important part. Like they say in those meme YouTube comments, right? The most important thing is the friends that we made along the way. That's what they say. How was the tournament? Ah, Deadlock, you bloody missed it. You bloody missed it, Deadlock. How could I? Oh, it's a catastrophe. We looked at the game about 20 minutes ago, Deadlock. You can either rewind the stream to see the analysis of the game, or you can watch the VOD. one or the other. I give you a choice. Pawn b5. The problem with pawn b5 is that it was hanging my pawn on c5, so I was always waiting for my pawn on c5 not to hang after b5. So yes, that's sort of the gist. Oh yes. No, you thought it's so simple. Oh no! Oh, it takes my pawn. That's nasty. That's nasty. Though. Is that rapid? No, we just whenever I play viewers, and it's Citrus, if you want to play, my friend, feel free to challenge me. When we play with viewers, we typically play no longer than 5 minutes because we usually have a bunch of people to go through, and rapid would be a bit too long. If everyone played rapid, then it would take just a mammoth amount of time. So yes, that feeling when you won by checkmate, when your opponent has less than 1 second to go. That's not to make fun of Nick. Yeah, Nick played a good game until blundered bishop. Yeah, the bishop blunder was when everything fell apart, basically, essentially. Yeah. GG man, I felt so bad playing you. My friends, it's like I said, you played well until that bishop blundered. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. And whenever I play someone who's like way above me, way above my pay grade, I also feel terrible. So don't feel terrible. Our skill is only relative to skills of other people. So, like, of course, if I play someone who's high rated, they're gonna make me look terrible. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Yeah, so I'm playing against the Flash. Flash, you here? Yes. Ooh. Never play f6. Never play f6. Okay. Never play f6. Never play f6. It's gonna be the quickest game in the world. Haha, King e7. Now you think this is better than g6? Ay. Okay, I'm gonna still take. Yeah, Flash ain't gonna enjoy himself too much in this game. Ooh. Has to be resigns. Yeah, probably had enough. Yeah. That's why you don't play f6. Never play f6. Never play f6. That's what Ben says. That's what I say. No time waste. Yeah. I think. Can you mate every time if this happens? What do you mean? What do you mean, Muhammad? Yes. So yeah, essentially, this is no joke. This is one of the key reasons why you should really consider never playing f6. f6, especially in the opening, is so shockingly bad because it opens up this vital diagonal that the queen can exploit. Actually, you want to show a funny thing. You want to show a funny thing. You want to see a funny thing. I can show you an actually existing opening that is 100% okay, and it literally has f6 played as early as move 4. You want to see that? You want to see that? So it's not like you think. It's not like this. This is horrible, right? Like, this is horrible. It's not what I mean. I can show you an actually respectable opening that is an opening where you play f6 as early as move 4. Do you want to see that? It seems like something Jay Schlatt will do. Who is that? Is that some sort of internet personality or a celebrity. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know who that is. I guess my culture just died. Yeah. Okay. So, Upa, welcome back to the stream. Hello, indeed. How are you doing, my friend? You won the tournament game. Ah, you were guessing, or you what? You'd better rewind, or you decided maybe to rewind. Okay, so I see your challenge. If he forgot he was on white, so I guess it is some sort of YouTuber, right? I rewinded the stream. I didn't know the line. Well, you should probably look into it. You should probably look into it, my friend. So basically, people, I want to show you a funny opening, right? That is a legit good opening. So it starts with Reti. So it starts with knight f3, and black plays d5, which is the standard response, probably the most popular response. And white plays c4, the Reti gambit. And the best move for black in this position, if you guys ever see it as black, for example, if you guys are like, you know, scratching your balls or your ass, I don't know, doing something, and then you see knight f3, you play d5, and then if they play c4, you play d4, right? You push it forward. And yeah, essentially, a lot of the time white would play b4 to try and get a lot of space. I'm doing good, so you're bullying subscribers today? I'm doing that every day. I'm doing it every day. No exception. White plays b4 a lot of the time to expand on the queen side. Like this. It's a good move. And this is where you play f6. This is where you play f6. This is like the main move. It's the main move for a very good reason. Can you see the point behind f6 in this position? It's very easy. No way that's the main move. I'm telling you. I ain't joking. I ain't joking. It's literally like the best move. f6. What's the point behind f6, everyone? e5. Yes, that is correct. I have to eat. If you're still streaming 20 minutes, I'll be back. I don't know, but we'll see. And I wish, enjoy your meal. Yes, e5 is correct. After f6, you want to play e5, so you take a lot of space in the center, and then you try to overrun white, essentially. c5 is the best move according to Stockfish Dev 44. Exclam lied. Oh, let me check myself. Let me just do a Stockfish for you. Let me do a Stockfish thingy. Stronger. So center diagonal pawns, basically untakeable pawns, question mark. I mean, the center can be broken down eventually, but f6, like I said, when you play as black in the Reti, one of the main problems is that it's very difficult to play e5 for a reason that is obvious, because the knight is doing a very good job with controlling it. And one way, and obviously knight c6 is probably isn't the best idea, because your knight will just get kicked. So one idea to actually enable e5 as quickly as possible is to play f6. And I am not very knowledgeable about some other obscure openings necessarily, but when it comes to like a proper solid mainline opening that even grandmasters would play that contains f6, this is the one. And even as early as move 4, I mean, it's technically move 3 for black, even that. Mind-blowing, isn't it? And still never play a 4. Might be different on your local stockfish. I mean, okay, like I know you're just saying that's for banter, but if you're being serious, even if your stockfish says that c5 is marginally the best move, you'll still see f6 being very close, right? And I'm sure you will confirm that. Like f6 is going to be very close to c. Nice. I think that's really motivating way of life. I am inspired. Yeah, it's one of those jokes, right? This YouTube video is life-changing. And I forgot what the rest were. Yeah, but you said f6 was the best move and main move. But I thought... like, f6, like, it should be the main and the best. One of those two is wrong. The other two is wrong half the time, so you're like, that piss off. Me personally, king as a warrior jumps to the knight, takes every piece, stalemates the enemy. I'm gonna bully my younger brothers now. I have no idea what you guys are talking about now. I think you've all gone collectively drunk. Don't bully anyone. Bullying is very bad. Bullying is very bad. Okay. All right. So, yeah. I think this is where I'm going to end the stream. I think this is where I'm going to end the stream, unless someone wants to play me. Someone who hasn't played me today. And not even 2 hours. Why so fast? Bad streamathon. Boo. Yes, I want to get some rest before tomorrow, and I would also be preparing for 4-player chess sometime this week as well. You know, during the stream. So yes, guys, if you're new, if you've been, you know, enjoying the stream, please, you know, do like it, and if you subscribe, I would also really encourage you to click the notification bell, because my channel is quite small, and what happens is, even if you come onto the stream and you enjoy the stream, chances are the stream doesn't get recommended to you the next day even, and you just lose it and you forget about it and you never see it again. So the notification bell eliminates that problem. You see that, and I will be streaming every day, so that you don't miss the next ones. You know, do click it if you don't want to miss the next ones. Yeah, that is. So yes, I do wish you the best for the rest of the day. And yes, Max just challenged me. Get out, get out. If you want to play me, Max, just challenge me when I just begin playing people, not at the very end. But yeah, thank you, really appreciate it. And yes, please do come back tomorrow. I will be covering round 5 of my tournament. It's gonna be a cracker. So yes, bye everyone. I'll talk to you, and don't bully anyone. Don't bully anyone. And yeah, cheers, people. You lied again, Max. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.